Round 14 of the VFL, and the grandstand caravan rolled to North Port Oval to see Port and Sandy, traditional rivals David Rees-Jones, and we came up with a pretty good contest, but yet again the dominant team in the competition found a way to get over the line.
Yeah, and especially here at Port Melbourne, they're very hard to beat at home. Haven't been beaten there for a long time now, but two teams in good form coming into this match. Port Melbourne really got the jump early, and that was the most significant thing. And they were able to get away to a 5-goal lead at quarter time, and they really were able to hold on. That was really the difference. But after quarter time, Sandringham, I thought, were fantastic. I thought they just battled very hard. They took it to Port Melbourne in a physical sense and probably put them off their game a little bit.
It was 7 goals for to 2 goals won in the first term. There's Chris Kane getting his only goal of the term, but it was Dean Galea, principally the man up forward, who finished up kicking 3 goals, and he was really unstoppable. And then in that second term, as you said, Sandy fighting back, Cripps with an outstanding goal from the boundary line at the 5-minute mark. They were able to kick the first 4, and what they did was they just roughed Port Melbourne up a little bit in that second quarter and got their concentration a little bit off.
Yeah, I think that's, it really showed a bit of a chink, and there's a few Port Melbourne players who like to, I suppose, be the hard men of football sort of thing, and they don't like, and there's a little bit of undisciplined stuff come in, and I don't think Gary Ayres would have been too happy with him. And obviously at half-time, he would have had a good talk to him, and they got back on track in that third quarter.
Third quarter was a beauty. It was a real arm wrestle for the first 15 minutes. It was first Port a goal, then Sandy a goal, and that happened 3 times until Port was able to break it open from the 18-minute mark onward. That was probably the decisive period of the game.
Yep, and we're seeing it here. It's just goal for goal. They were good passages of the play, and Port, they just know how to win, and that's when you've been playing with each other for a long time, which a lot of their players have. They have a lot of confidence in each other.
Well, they didn't know when they were beaten, Sandy, because they went to three-quarter time 30 points down, but there was still plenty of run in their legs. Polo kicked a goal after 17 seconds of the final quarter. Then a terrific goal here from Minchington. Then Curran kicked a goal after that. That was at the 13-minute mark, and all the momentum was on the Zebra side.
Yeah, and Cripps was probably the most influencing player out there for Sandringham, and he really wanted to win for his team, and he was fantastic in that last quarter.
And then Dean Galea coming up with this kick that landed right on the goal line, and this was a bit of a fundamental error, unfortunately, for the Zebras.
Yeah, well, I mean, that was the winning goal, basically, and made it too hard. And this was a great goal.
Yeah, Hinkley on the boundary line.
Yep, fantastic, and the big fella Bonner, he was able to get a goal in the last quarter. So it was, look, a pretty good win for Port Melbourne. But I think it did show, Sandy know they can go with the best in the competition now, and that's good for them.
The only problem with them now is that they've dropped outside the top 4, and it can be very difficult to win the flag no matter how well you're going. If you're outside the top 4, that's where they find themselves. Port, not surprisingly, find themselves at the top of the table, and they win by 5 goals in the end. 18-16, 124 to Sandy, 14-10, 90 for a 5-goal victory to the Borough in round 14 of the VFL.